Once again, welcome to this meeting today. Um, it's good to have you all back on this call. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody as usual. Yes, because I don't want a distraction, and you will not be able to mute yourself except I ask you to do so. So what we are doing is all this knowledge are required because people will ask you questions, and if you don't know how to answer these questions, I'm not sure how you are going to close a prospect or even closing sales. Yes, when you meet people for the first time, what they want to know is, how will I make money? Yeah, they want to know. So if you cannot tell people how they will make money, then I don't think there's a need for anybody to follow you. So that's why it's very, very important for us to know how to calculate sales balloon bonus. So this is just like a continuation of what we had yesterday. So again, for some of you that are already a full-time member, so that you will not be having some little misunderstanding of what you don't know. Again, so that your leader will not need to explain to you what you need to do. How do I mean? For example, now, let's say you have 900 and, for example, now, you want to become a director next month, and you have never a director, and you have 1,900, and your director is saying, close this thing to 2,000, and you don't know the reason why, and you are thinking maybe he's telling you to do that so that he can make more money from you. No, he's saying it that if you want to become a director, especially if you are becoming a director for the first time, it's two ways: either director in 6 months or director in 2 months. If you are not previously an executive manager, which is 2 months, even if you do the 4,000 the second month, you will not become a director. But you might not know some of these little things. You might not know. Let's say you are working on director in 6 months, right? Your leader have seen that over the last 4 months or 5 months, what you have pulled is up to 5,000, right? Then in your 5th month, you now did 750. Right? Your team lead is telling you that, if you have the power, in fact, as a matter of urgency and important, try as much as possible to make sure that you close this by 1,000, so that will make like 6,000, and the next following month you just focus on your 10,000 straight, so you will not be needed to be stretching. Some people, the month they're supposed to become a director, they now have like so much point to close, which is like the last month. Some people don't even know when they are on it month 3, when they are in month 4, when they are in month 5. Some people don't know. And when their leaders are telling them, because they don't know, they might be thinking, not in most cases, they might be thinking otherwise. So you need to know what is left for you, right, to become a certain thing at the end of every month. It's very, very important for you to know. Very, very, very important. I'm trying to think of whose account I can use as an example. Yeah, I'm just thinking of, because it's very, very important for you to know. Let me see if this person account, what's the name of this guy again? So while I'm doing this, I will need to actually pause. Yes. While I'm doing this, I might need to actually pause, what do you call it? Pause this screen sharing, so you might not see that. Do I have anybody's account to do this right now? Because it's very, very important. Sometimes you don't know some certain things, and your leader is telling you, but because you don't know and you are not aware, you are just thinking, he's just saying it, Jare, I cannot keep myself. Or somebody that is in 0 this month, and I want to do director next month. Even if you do 10,000, you'll not become a director. Like some little things like that. It's very, very important. And these are the things that you need to know in this business. Your business is not about what you are doing only in that first month. What is going to make you to achieve your goal in the particular month you are, most times depends on what you had the previous month. Yeah, in most cases, it depends on what you have in the previous months. Okay, so it's very important for everybody. I mean, everybody. I'm just trying to take time to see which accounts I can use for example, so that you see some of those things. But I don't just want to post an account. I want to make sure that I've been able to log into such account first. And yes, log into the account first. And what again? And just go straight to show you that. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. This is what happens when you have so many accounts. Like you have accounts I can use for example. So I'm just trying to take one of the team accounts, but I can't think of one immediately right now. So I'm just trying to do sampling. So, okay, I think I'm almost logged into one. So I will just show you now. So what is it is when you go to sales performance in accounts, in someone's account, when you go to sales performance, you will see the number and what is left. For some of you see that number, you don't even know what it means. Maybe. So I'll share my screen right now. Yeah, some of you see the number, but you don't even know what it means. And when somebody that knows what it is, some people say, hey, don't, my leader, don't touch my account. Too. Some people even say that. So look at this now. Can you see this now? Hmm? This person is already on second month. That's what this number means. Is director in 6 months window has opened for this person. And this person is in second month. And in second month, the person have done like 1,000 plus, like 1,700 and something thereabout. That's why the remaining points for the person to qualify is about 8,000. But the person still have 4 months to make it happen. Look at this person now. This person is already on month 4, right? I hope you guys can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen because it's very important. And even for leaders, tell them if they don't do it, then it's on them. This person, because at least become a director so that I can earn meaningful money. So this person is already on month 4, right? But in all the months that the persons have been, thank you, Sherifat. The person have done this. It's very important that you know how to check this yourself so that you know. So that when they are telling you some certain things, you know the reason why. Because sometimes if you don't know the reason why, you might just want out so that you can earn more money, Abi. You remember I said yesterday, you are not working for your team, you are working for yourself. So like this month now, this person still have 2 months grace, right? This person still have 2 months grace. So let's say this month now, this person is able to do, let's say 3,177 now. I mean, not only personal, I mean the entire team. As you can see, this person last month with his team did like 1,003 something, right? Let's say this month of July now, this person and his entire team, okay, everything total pull off on the bottom to up here, and his entire team were able to do like 3,177. It will remain 4,000 now. Then in the month of August, the person just needs to struggle and pull out 4,000. That's become the director in 6 months. However, if the person did not still make it, it will still start from the previous again. These are little things. When you see all this number, they are not just there. They are very important. But maybe somebody that owns this account does not even know that it's already in month 2. Might not even know that it's already in month 2. So these are little things that are very, very important. Okay? After now, log into your accounts. Even leader, some of your team members that don't know how to check it, The one that are ready to learn is, again, not everybody that is ready to learn. And me, I don't force people. And if your member said, oh, don't tell me about my account, depend on whatever reason it is, don't worry. But you just know that the reason why you need to do this, so that when everything falls, your member will know that it's not just false. So let me now share another screen. Look at this screen right now. We want to talk about sales volume bonus, which is one of the how people make money. So and here you also see where they say sales volume bonus is calculated as of today, because anything can change at the end of the month. But for some of us, it's hardly a change, because personal PV alone, even if it's changed, the Fed to know is going to be Fed, whatever, right? So I don't know if you can see the small screen on top, but let me see. Okay, you can see it. I just saw. You can see. Immediately I click this, says SVB if calculated today. You can see, because this is already on 1,000. Remember yesterday is not 1,000. I told you that today is going to cross 1,000. It has crossed it. Yes, it has crossed it. I told you it's going to cross 1,000. It has crossed it already. Yesterday this was around 20,000, right? Yeah, it has crossed it. This is still small boys money, in case you don't know. Small boys money. Today is 12, right? Yeah. So look at this now. This is like 10%. So it's saying like 10% of this business volume. If you take your calculator and say 10%, like 10 divided by 100 multiplied by this is what you're going to get. Do you know another reason why you need to know this? If there's any discrepancy, because system work, people fail. If there's any discrepancy or anything happen to the system, if you don't know, you don't know. Either you are paying higher or you are paying lower. Because you don't know how this thing works, you will not know. But if you know how this thing works, any day you suspect that, just imagine, I've known that anytime I'm already around 10%, which is 1,000, it's usually 40 something plus. So just imagine that as this thing is now, I'm now saying 20,000 or 24. I know that there's something fishing. I know that there's something wrong. So it's very, very, yes. I pause it because somebody is trying to call me. So I have to send a message to that person. So I pause the recording. So you see this now. So let me give you an example so that you get to know this. Like I said before, if I'm already now 1,000 QPV and I'm seeing 20,000 naira here, I know there's something wrong. So I want to check what is it. For example, now let's say this entire point, this is our 10%. Let's say out of this 10%, this 1,000 PV, what I've done personally is 100. This thing that you are seeing here. Hello, guys. What you are seeing here would not even worth 5,000. I have to make that clear. So if I want to go by the way of what my personal have pulled at this time, it's like saying going to sales performance right now. I hope you are following. So I say go to page performance right now, then click on top of my name. If you are the leader, your name is always going to be on the top. Then come to here to see what you have put this. I've done personal of 869 this month alone. God's willing, we are still going to do more. God's willing, I will do 2,000 at least minimum. God's willing, we are going to clock 4,000. It's not by my power. So let's this like saying now, okay? This right now, as it is now, if I want to calculate by my personal stuff, this is not up to 10%. This is still 5%. 999 is still 5%. Okay? 999 is still 5%. So this is still going to be a 5%, basically. So if I want to calculate that, it's like say 5 divided by 100. Okay? 5 divided by 100 multiplied by this business volume that you have here, which is 378,120. And if you do that, that will give me 18,000. But because of the power, that will give me 18,000. But because of the power of leverage that says once you reach 1,000 is 10%. that makes a 40,000 plus happen. I'll give you like 18,000, like this one now. So again, now imagine that you did just only 100 out of all the points that you have here. Imagine that you did 100. Do you know what will happen when you did 100 out of 1,000? So let's say in your team, you did 100 and let's say 3 of your team member, right? They did like 250. See, those 3 of your team member, what just happened is that they have already collected their 3%. And that is 10% on the chart. So remember, imagine 10% on this chart, right? And you have 3 of your members that have done 250 personal. You are the leader. You have not even done 250. Yours is 100. Let's say you did 100, 2 other 2 members do 50-50. Then 3 people among them did 250. Those 3 people will collect their 3%. By the time 3 people collect their 3%, it simply means out of 9% that is available, they have it up 9%. How many percent remain? 1%. Did you see why I said a team member can earn more than the team lead if he do his work? Do you see that now? So, yes, the person will have a status of that amount, QPB of that 1,000, but it will earn low because the business is not monkey they walk, baboon they chop. Even if you have 5 diamonds, as a 5 diamond, you must pull your 4,000 with your immediate team, with your own personal 100, and your immediate team, like your first to third leg team, 4,000, even if you are 5 diamond. It's very important that you understand this so that you know that the business is not monkey they walk, baboon they chop. So, but a team leader that knows that he doesn't want to depend, like, I can't remember. It has never happened, and I will not allow it to happen because I'm not going to be sleeping. What be monkey they walk, baboon they chop? What I'm trying to say is, if I started scrolling for different months, there have never been any months that any of my member, they are all doing fine well, that any of my member do PV that is above what I did personally. As you can see the picture here now, the highest so far have done 168, right? The highest so far has done 168. So again, look at it. This is just the work of 4 people so far. This is someone that registered in US this month, right? As you can see, this person registered in US this month. And if you look at it very well, you see that the ID is 032. So this is just the work of 4 people. This 1,000, 4 people. So I don't give that space. In fact, I need competition from my team. The day any one of them did 4,000, I will do 4,000. In fact, I will still do Jara on top. Yes, that is the way you should be working. Even if you register today, begin to see yourself as a leader. That is your success route. Oh. You are not working for your upline, right? You are not working for your upline. It's very, very important to know, and that is the only way you can start to be thinking your way to the top, right? That's the only way. But if you continue to see that we distributor, what is we distributor? Why should you be we distributor? Why can't you be the person on the top? Even if you are not anything, just do the director first and find your way out. Because you know why I'm shouting director? Maybe they have been telling you before. That is where the real life starts. That does not mean that as a senior manager, you cannot be earning better money. That does not say that. Because me, as a senior manager, I've been earning 100. Me, as a good manager, I've been earning 200. That does not mean you cannot earn such money. But the real life started where that 25% is not joke. especially now. So you need to know. So why did I give you that illustration that if you have total of 1,000, you now have your own personal is just 100. I mean, your home personal is just 100. Just know that there's nothing for you, right? Just know that there is nothing for you, because new life will always pay the people that do the work. That does not look that, oh, this person is their leader on top. Oh, let's go and give it to him. Nothing is given to anybody on platter of gold. Anybody that you see, any successful leader that you see out there, they work to get to that point. They work it out. So you need to know. But one thing is, the good news is, people have done it. If people have done it, you can do it again. In fact, you have a track that you can follow. People have already created the road for you. That's why you have, if not for people that create the road, we won't have this kind of meeting that we're having right now. We won't have it. We won't. It's very, very important that we have that understanding. So the more it is that you do for yourself, the better it is. So you cannot just, some people have so relaxed on, let me just do my 100. That's why your money will always low. Because the only way is when your team member is now doing, let's say your team member is doing less than 250. In this team, I'm talking about 5% team. You cannot do 200 and you now be looking, because I will let you know. No matter the matter, even if it's that 3%, you will earn it out. Because how much do I want to use 4,000, 5,000 I do that is going to be additional? What would that do in my life? That's my question. What would that 10,000 do in my life? That's it. That's just it. So it's very, very, very important for you to know. Yes, for you to know. And it's also very important that for you to explore. So if you are the type that at the end of the month, once you do 100, you fold your hand, you are not ready to grow in this business. And if you are not growing, you cannot make money. But by the time you make, let's say you have been doing 100, you now begin to make 250, an attitude. You are doing 250. That 250 will lift you to, oh, I want to do 500. That 500 will lead to, I want to be doing 1,000 personal. You will see your stuff will change. In fact, what you are going to be earning on the retail alone will be more. From there, now say, okay, you now started duplicating the same thing. This is what I did, though, that give me this result, oh. That's it. As I'm talking right now, let me even see. Okay, both of them are not on the call. 3 of my members are running ads in the last 5 days consecutively, and they are making sales. Ayomide, we might set up his ad. So tomorrow probably. We just created the Facebook page, so I just want the breeze to blow it small. But just imagine, that is the best duplication that I know. Because they will do it to a certain point that even without running ad, they will be making sales, because some of those customers, Ayomide is on this call. Some of those customers that you have created, they will now start coming to you. They will now start coming to you. That's the best duplication. That's me, today. Do your blog, advertise. Do you know what it is that instead of you running after customer is running after you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making a big sacrifice to you guys right now. Do you know that the person that is calling me is Fighto Defense? I told the person that I'm in a meeting. Fighto Defense. The person, I send urgent message that I'm in a meeting. The person send the message again and say, is that Fighto Defense that he wants? Right? Okay, can she send me message on WhatsApp? I'm still not exploring. If God says my money is my money. But what I'm doing right now, this meeting that I'm having with you right now, is what is important to me now, as at this time. As at this time. If you can see, this is the message. I just said that it's 47,000. That's it. But I won't talk to the person until I finish this. But that is the way it's supposed to be. When you do your business, customer will be coming. When you are, I've had so many chats today. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. So when you, at the beginning, run ads. Even if you check the compensation plan, New Life said, create 12 customers. How many do you have? That's the question you need to have yourself. So if you don't even have that 12 customer, and you are talking of, and they say, you become diamond, you are saying amen. Oh, faith without work is dead. In this part of the world, we said, possible. Faith without work is dead. It's very, very important that you know at every point in time that whatever you do in this business for yourself, just imagine me at this level that I can't remember the last time I did 500 personal. I cannot remember, not in 2 years. I can't remember last time. No matter how worst is it, I can't remember. So I can't be Ruby or whatever now, and I've not been saying it's PV. By that time, me, I know that God's will, I'll be the kind of 5 diamond that will still be doing 4,000 with that ease. There's this joy that you don't have to look for people to orchestrate something to make that it happen. It just happen because you have paid your due. Pay your dues now. Pay your dues now. No matter what you are running after. See, some of us have seen future. I'm a professional. I earn outside this business. But I know this business is the future. Like, I've been working with multinational way back 2018, not even now. And when I say multinational, I receive payments in dollars. So I could have said it's a comfort zone for me. What is it beyond now? It's a comfort zone for me. Oh, just imagine you're in Nigeria now. You are earning $1,500 per month. Is that not the comfort zone? That's over ₦1 million at your own time. But it's beyond that. It's beyond that, big time. What will happen in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 15 years? Just imagine some people that Afis Tijani will have talked to 15 years ago. Even if they are ED of a bank, I'm not sure they are alive. Even if they have the money, they might not have the kind of freedom that Afis Tijani has. Because a lot of time it's beyond money. So it's very, very, very important that you know this and focus. Right? It's very, very important. And you know that whatever you do for yourself. If you make 100 to master you want to stay long. You just see people that are just coming today. They will just jump. Like, you just come yesterday. Overtaking is allowed. It's not about somebody that just come yesterday. Overtaking is 100% allowed. So sales volume bonus is whatever it is. So for example now, let's say you have 4,000 personal, 4,000 group points. You have 4,000 group points. After you have 4,000 group points, but out of that 4,000 group points, one of your team member single-handedly did 2,000 personal on his own. Do you know what that means? Out of the 25,000, 25%, out of the 25%, it simply means that your member that do 2,000 has removed 50%. It's only 10% that is left on the table. It's here. It only means 10%. I'll come and meet you later, right? Sorry, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, right? Ire, later, I will see you later. Please go with him. Please. All right? So it simply means that your team member has already take 15%. So what is left out of 25 is only 10%. If God will do it, let's say again, one of your team members again did 1,000. That guy will also collect his own 10% too. Ladies and gentlemen, your team member will be earning 200, 100,000 and you'll be earning 7,500 naira. Because once again, this business is not monkey they walk, baboon they chop. It's not monkey they walk, baboon they chop. You have to do your work. Ire, don't worry, I'll buy something for you. I'm in class. right? So you need to know. So because some of you will say, before you now say, I qualify as a director. If they say director can earn 150, 200. I qualify as a director. Why am I earning 7,000? Who did the points? Who did the points? Are you the one that do the points? You don't want to join the class, Jerry. I want to buy Bobo and the rest. Who did the points? So there are some things that you need to know. So when you know all these things firsthand like this, you will realize that whatever you do it for yourself. You are only participating in your own rescue. Yes. You're not doing it for anybody. I just give you a scenario. You can qualify in a month as a director and you earn 7,000. And somebody that qualify as EM, executive manager, maybe the person do 2,500 with his immediate team. 2,500. Eh? That person will earn 100 plus and you're earning 700. Yep. Yuri has left that day alone, Jerry. Thank you. So you need to know. So it's not just about becoming a director or you put your 4,000. How far? What did you do? If you just did 100 and you're watching all the points to be going up and the point reach what do you call it? The point reach 4,000. I just did your 3,900. Just did your 100. Just the same way you did 100 last month. I did it on top. You will have the title. I don't know how to translate what I want to say it in in English. You will not have money in your pockets. You have the title, but you don't have money in your pockets. And they will call you, my leader, my leader. Somebody dies, your team member that collect 100 plus, 200 plus, because he did like 2,500 personal with his immediate team, that you just pull over. We'll be calling you my leader, and you'll be saying this in your mind like, who is the leader? I beg, don't they talk that kind of thing again. So, whatever you do, guys, you do it for yourself. So make it an habit to strive hard. Start. So if you are currently on 100, plan how are you going to do 250. Plan how are you going to do when you attain that 250. Small, 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 small. You might not do to 250 immediately. Maybe you have been consistently doing 100. You can think of, okay, I want to do 150 this month. The next month, I want to do 200. The next month, I want to do 250. Be adding it. Just make sure that you are progressing. Once your mind shifts from 100, it has gone. Law, you won't go back again. You will always remember what you did that took you to that place. There's some things there's some level that I'm not yet in right now, but I've started putting analysis together. Let me show you some of those things. Again, if you have ever been listening to my my lecture trainings like this, and you don't have your spreadsheets at this time, guys, you are not ready. In the next 2-3 minutes that I'm rounding up, I'll show you. Look at this projection. I just made this projection and I'm working on it. You see, that's why before things happen, I project it first. And I will attach it to what did I need to do to make it happen. So you don't just say, oh, they say, yeah, write your plan. You write your plan. Your plan without how you are going to make it happen is nothing. It's just writing. Why is this thing running beyond the shadow? I want to show you. So because this sheet is a secret place, so as it's dropping, I put it. Can you see what I just did there now? You might not understand. So I started putting this together on 30th of May. Right? By the time it manifests now, all of you will be thinking, what is it? Look at 30th of May. I say daily 5. Monthly, like I break goals down from big. Like, okay, let's say I want to get what do you call it? 1,800 member in a month, in a year, sorry, yearly. So I now break down, how much will it require in a month? 150. How much will it require me to get in a day? 500. How is it going to happen? Okay, what if I'm unable to meet up this 1/8 in a year or in a month? Okay, let's break it down. Okay, if I did 2% of yearly, again, 2% of yearly It's just like say 2% of 1/8. That's what that means. 2% of 1/8. That is just 2% of this. Oh, that is like say 36 people. Wow. Okay, if it's 5%, that is 90 people. If it is, because you project what you want to achieve, then you also break it down. Okay, what if you fall? At least you make something happen. If it's 10%, let's say I didn't do this 100, this is 100%. This is what it's going to be. But you have projected for a year plan. This is how it happened. You don't just jump. Okay, 20% is this. It's 30% of that is this. Do you understand? Okay, let's say 70%. Can you say I didn't start from 100? Like, even if it's 4, because I already have 100 here, which is 1/8 in a year. So this is, so let's say at worst, an average PV is 34. Do you see the way this is calculated? And I have it like this in a month, right? An average 34. That's like saying, oh, from that, your own is not included here. That's 1,024, right? Let's say if it is 5%, this is it. You're able to be having this kind of stuff. So let's say if you now have 50% of what it is. So this one is showing me that if I want to become something like 2 ruby, right, which is 30,000, I should be striving towards having 900 in a year. And if you ask people that are 2 ruby now, they will tell you that they have close to that. Not their direct, not their personal, the entire team. We'll continue from this tomorrow. The time is already against us. I hope you have learned something today. Yep. That is it, guys, for today. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I see you guys tomorrow. I've omitted you all. Good night. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. Meet again tomorrow in another episode. Bye-bye.